What's up, everyone? Welcome to Chilling Chapters. I'm your host, and today I'm bringing you a story that will shake you to your core. This is a tale of a cursed child, a dark secret, and a conspiracy that's been unfolding for 15 years. What happens when a father discovers who his son really is? Will he be able to accept this horrifying truth? So, folks, turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and get ready for Chilling Chapters. Chapter 1, Part 1, The Devil's Birth. Deep in the forest, hidden from civilization, stood a cluster of abandoned shacks. On this moonless night, something sinister was taking place. Women dressed in tattered black robes formed a circle, their heads swaying rhythmically in an unnatural trance. Inside the largest shack, an elderly woman with scarred features was preparing a bride. Her wrinkled hands moved with practiced precision as she dressed the young woman in crimson wedding attire. The bride's eyes were glazed over, as if under some spell. The old woman reached for a wooden bowl filled with dark liquid, blood. She dipped her thumb into it and pressed a mark on the bride's forehead. Suddenly, a blinding flash of light erupted outside the shack. The air grew thick and suffocating. From the light emerged a towering figure, over 6 feet tall, with an appearance that defied description. Its presence radiated pure malevolence. The old woman bowed deeply. "Master, she is ready." The demonic entity extended a clawed hand. The bride, moving like a puppet, placed her hand in its grasp. Together, they vanished into the darkness. Scene 2. The Birth of Evil. 9 months later, the same location bore witness to another horrific event. Inside the shack, a woman's screams pierced the night air. The cult members gathered outside, chanting in an ancient language. Finally, a baby's cry rang out. "It's a boy!" one of the women announced. But their celebration was cut short. The old woman's eyes widened in terror. "They're coming! The monks have found us!" A black dog with glowing red eyes appeared from nowhere. The old woman wrapped the newborn in dark cloth. On the baby's hand was a glowing mark, a skull symbol that pulsed with dark energy. "Take him to his destiny before they kill him," she commanded. The dog gently gripped the bundle in its jaws and disappeared into the forest, just as torches appeared in the distance. Monks carrying sacred texts and weapons surrounded the camp. "Burn it all! Don't let any of these devil worshippers escape!" The shacks were set ablaze. The monks searched frantically, but couldn't find what they were looking for, the prophesied child. They returned to their leader, Master Varisht. "Master, we searched everywhere. The child is gone." The elderly monk's face was grave. "This is the cursed night we've feared for generations. Our real search begins now, because he has entered this world." Scene 3. The Minister's Joy. Meanwhile, across the state, the mansion of Minister Thakur Vikram Singh blazed with lights. Every corner was decorated as if for a grand celebration. Inside, the atmosphere was tense. The minister's wife, Mridula, was in labor. Doctors and nurses surrounded her as Vikram paced outside with his spiritual advisor. Finally, a baby's cry echoed through the halls. But something strange happened. Through the back entrance, a mysterious man entered silently. He was tall, gaunt, dressed in filthy clothes. His eyes held an otherworldly gleam. In his arms he carried a baby. One of the nurses, a woman with the same skull mark hidden on her wrist, met him in the shadows. Without a word, they exchanged the babies. "You know what to do. Take it far away. Make sure no one ever finds it." The nurse returned to the delivery room with a smile. She emerged moments later. "Congratulations, Minister Vikram. You have a healthy baby boy. Mother and child are both doing well." Vikram's face lit up with joy. He thanked the gods, unaware of the dark exchange that had just occurred. The mysterious man carried the baby girl deep into the forest. He placed her on a large rock and raised his axe. Scene 4. 15 years later. 15 years passed. Young Virat had grown into a handsome teenager, but something about him troubled his mother deeply. Every morning, Mridula performed prayers and offered prasad to Virat. Every morning, he refused. "Virat, come take the blessed offering," she called. He ignored her completely, his eyes cold and distant. "I'm worried about him," Mridula confided to her husband. "He shows no interest in God, no respect for our traditions." "He's just a teenager," Vikram reassured her. "It's a phase, don't worry." But that very afternoon, as Vikram worked in his office, his assistant announced a visitor. "Sir, there's a monk here. He says it's extremely urgent." A tall figure in saffron robes entered. His eyes were intense, piercing. "Minister Vikram, I've come with a warning about your son Virat. You must tie this sacred thread on his wrist immediately. It will protect him from a great danger." "What danger? What are you talking about?" 15 years ago, something happened, something that changed your son's fate. That conspiracy is reaching its conclusion. If you don't act now, the consequences will be catastrophic." He handed Vikram a red thread and left before any questions could be asked. Scene 5. The Shadow. That night, around 11 p.m., Vikram couldn't sleep. The monk's warning haunted him. Finally, he crept into Virat's room. The boy was sleeping peacefully. Vikram carefully lifted his son's wrist and began tying the sacred thread. The moment the thread touched Virat's skin, it burst into flames. The thread burned completely, leaving a mark on Virat's wrist. Virat jolted awake. "Father, what are you doing here?" "Your wrist, it's burned. Are you in pain?" Virat looked at his wrist with strange calmness. "No, father, I feel nothing." Vikram backed toward the door, disturbed, but then he saw it, a massive shadow on the wall behind Virat's bed. The shadow had arms stretched wide, as if reaching for something. Vikram's blood ran cold. He stumbled backward and ran to wake Mridula. "Come quickly, there's something in Virat's room, a shadow, I saw it." They rushed back together, but the room was empty. Virat slept peacefully, and there was no shadow on the wall. "You're exhausted, dear. You're seeing things. Let's go back to bed." But Vikram knew what he'd seen, and he knew it was no hallucination. Scene 6. The Truth Revealed. The next day, the monk returned to Vikram's office. "Did you tie the thread?" "Stay away from my son," Vikram snapped. "I don't believe in your superstitions." "Then come with me. My master Varisht will show you the truth. But be warned, once you see it, your life will never be the same." Reluctantly, Vikram agreed. They traveled to an ancient temple hidden in the mountains. Master Varisht, an elderly monk with kind but weary eyes, greeted them. "Come, minister, it's time you learned the truth." He led Vikram into a cave beneath the temple. The walls were covered in ancient murals. In the center sat a massive, age-worn book. "This book was written by our ancestors," Varisht explained. It contains prophecies of every great danger that would threaten humanity. He opened the book to a marked page. And this is about your son. Vikram's hands trembled as he read the ancient text. But I must show you something else, Varisht said gravely. He led Vikram to a wall covered by a curtain. Our ancestors painted this centuries ago. They depicted the face of the one who would bring darkness to the world. He pulled the curtain aside. Vikram gasped and staggered backward. On the wall was a detailed painting of a young man's face. It was Virat, his son's face, painted hundreds of years before his birth. How is this possible? Vikram whispered, his voice breaking. That's not your son, Minister, Varisht said quietly. Your real daughter was taken from you 15 years ago. The boy you've been raising, he is the prophesied one, the child born from darkness itself. Vikram collapsed to his knees, his world shattering around him. What have I done? So what is the truth about Virat? Will Minister Vikram be able to face this horrifying reality? Can Master Varisht stop the prophecy from coming true? And most importantly, where is Vikram's real daughter? Find out in the next episode of Chilling Chapters. If this story gave you chills, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Drop your theories in the comments below. Until next time, stay scared. Chilling Chapters.